we're going to take a look at ticker symbol ZM. That is going to be Zoom here on the weekly chart. We're sitting here at this $94 handle. It looks like that's going to be a nice little support or footing for us in here going forward. We're going to see if we can get a bounce in tomorrow into those Fed minutes. Now, as far as where we were this past week for Zoom, we were all the way up here, basically touching that $100 range. We are coming off of that big news that happened yesterday, where you had that $4 billion investment that was going to be put in Anthropic. That's why you had Zoom just kind of jump so high yesterday. Obviously, came off those highs yesterday into today, and then now a little consolidation in here and trying to find some footing. Finally found some here at this 94 range. So we're going to see what happens in here going forward, but it looks like we're going to be in between basically two kind of major levels, and it's going to be this 93.43 and then this 96.11. That's what we're going to be looking at. So a little bit of channel trading in here is what we're setting up for, but obviously everything could change by 2 o'clock tomorrow. That's when obviously the Fed is going to be speaking. So going forward, what are we looking at outside of these ranges? Well, anything outside 96, we're looking at that $100 psych level or those 99s, whichever one of those do come first. On the downside in here, we're looking at 91. Then we're looking down here at this 9-day EMA sitting at 87. Now, as far as our implied volatility, IV rank is through the roof right now, 74. Obviously, when you get a huge move to one side in here as quick as we did here in Zoom, so basically you had like an over 10% move more or less yesterday. Your IV rank skyrocketed in here. Your calls got super, super juiced. And that's where your IV went. So you didn't really get that much of a contraction. Most of the time, when I would say like 80% of the time, 90% of the time, stocks go up, volatility goes down, right? That's more or less kind of the moral of the story. But when you get a quick, rapid shoot up like we did with Zoom off of some sort of news, then obviously IV is still going to be expanded. That's what we were into yesterday. That's what we're into today, even though we did have a little bit of consolidation overall at that 94 range. But we're still relatively juiced compared to ourselves in here with our implied volatility. $3 expected move priced in by Friday, $4 by the following Friday. If you go all the way up to February, monthly expiration, right around a $7 expected move. So let's see what happens in here. 93 and 96, that's the channel we're looking at to be trading in. If you want to expand that, go to 99 and then 91, $3 expected move. Let's see what happens in here the rest of the week. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you are interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.